Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to today's episode of Declutter Diaries. Today I am tackling the kitchen, and wow, does it need to be sorted out. So I have left it. I haven't actually tidied this kitchen this morning. You can see the kids have gone to school, and this is basically the remains of breakfast and a couple of bits from last night. The sink is disgusting. That definitely needs a real good bleach and clean. I'm going to show you what I use on that. I'm also going to be going through all of the cupboards because some of them may look organised, but this one, for example, has just, wow, it just really needs to be done. It doesn't even shut anymore really. And then I'm also going to be doing the oven. It's only really the door that's bad because I have an oven liner in there to protect the bottom, but the door is in need of a clean. So this mammoth clean actually took me 6.5 hours on this day. Like, I cannot believe how long it took me. But I was on a mission I'm on a mission really to deep clean and declutter every single room in the house, because I just feel like you feel so much happier when it's done, and I love when everything has its own place. And I just start by what I always start with is doing the washing up. That's the first thing I always do. A lot of people always ask me this. I get a lot of questions every time I do a cleaning video of like, where is your dishwasher? Why have you not got a dishwasher? Surely you don't hand wash everything? And the answer is yes, I do. I used to have a dishwasher, and when we remodeled the kitchen a couple of years ago now, I actually decided to remove the dishwasher from the kitchen for a few reasons. First of all, it just didn't work for me as a family. I've been brought up always hand washing after every meal, and also I always find that if you've got a dishwasher, you need enough plates and cutlery to be able to load the dishwasher and then also have enough plates left over to like use. And I don't know whether it's just me, but it just doesn't work for me and my family, because we literally go through all of the plates a couple of times a day, and we already have like 6 of everything. So I genuinely don't know how people do it unless they put their dishwasher on a couple of times a day. But I just prefer to hand wash everything. It's just the way I've been brought up, and yeah, that is the main reason behind it. So don't come for me for not having a dishwasher. I just like washing dishes by hand. I also thought it was an ideal time to wash my air fryer as well, because these drawers needed a good clean, and I always just like to leave them to soak. I do use silicone air fryer liners, which, let me tell you, are a game changer. If you don't have them, you need them in your life. I will link them below, but they make it so much easier because I don't have to clean the air fryer as much. But obviously it still goes around the sides. There are still things that I cook that aren't in the liners, so I just thought I would leave those to soak while I was moving on to the rest of the kitchen. Also have decided to move my coffee machine off here. I'm undecided whether I'm going to make a separate coffee bar in the dining room yet, but I also have decided to put it away in the cupboard because I don't use it every day, and I just feel like it's nice to have as much space on the side as possible. So that's the biggest thing I've tried to do when I've been decluttering lately, is just reduce the amount of things on show. And I think that really makes your house look a lot cleaner and tidier, and makes you get rid of things that you don't necessarily need, but you tend to just put on display for no reason. Like, why do we do that? I know I do. So yeah, I'd rather just have the space more than anything else. While I am over by my cooker, I'm just going to address this as well, because people always say, where is your hob? So when me and Matt redid the kitchen, if you don't know, we redid our kitchen ourselves. So I will leave that link below to that video if you are interested and you want to see it. But when we redid our kitchen, we actually did the worktops and everything ourselves. So we had the offcut of the worktops, and we created these like oven covers. They go on top of my gas hob, and basically I just slide them on top of each other because I only tend to use one side at a time, or if it's like Christmas and I'm using both sides, I will take the wooden tops off. But it's just really good having that extra space as well to put things on when you are cooking or doing other things in the kitchen. I love them so much. So that answers that question, because I get that asked all the time. So also I didn't need to clean the hob because I had actually done that literally the day before, but the oven door was in serious need of a clean, and it was only this oven really, because I'd cleaned the oven. I did a full clean of the oven with my steam cleaner from Swan not long ago, so the oven was actually okay, but the door after Christmas. I don't know what had happened to it. Obviously I cooked Christmas dinner in it, that was the biggest thing. But I just use pink stuff. I use this all the time when I'm doing just the oven door quickly. So I'm just putting it on now, rubbing it around in circular motions, getting it really into the grease, and I will leave this to set while I'm doing the rest of the kitchen. I'm actually removing the oven liner that's in there at the moment because it was in need of a change. It had kind of melted to the bottom of my oven. I think something had got in between the oven liner and the bottom of my oven over Christmas time, so that has gone, and I've got a new one to replace it that I picked up from Home Bargains. I swear by them. I change them every like 6 months or so, and I think they are really good at keeping your oven nice and clean. Again, didn't really need to change the racks or anything like that, or clean the racks, because everything was pretty decent really. It was just the door, and I gave the bottom of the oven a bit of a clean as well while I was in there.
That brings us down. We shouldn't care about anyone who brings us down. Doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like, do what you like to do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like, do what you like to do.
Okay, so now all the sides were clean and wiped down. It was time to start moving on to the cupboards. I wanted to start on this one because this was just the one that had got crazy and it wasn't working for me. And this is basically the cereal snack cupboard, slash it's got like all the sauces in there and things like that. This cupboard had just got insane. Like there was just that much stuff in it. Everybody had started ramming things in there. It wasn't really working for us, so I thought, right, this is going to need a good clean. I'm going to need to see what's still in date, what's not in date, and then come up with a new bit of a system because it was just crazy. Also, I will tell you now, whilst I'm doing this, there are absolutely loads of Oreos in this cupboard. Don't judge me, it's just been Christmas when I was doing this clean, and I think they got about 4 yards of or 4 meters of Oreos for Christmas. So yeah, don't judge me. Yeah, so I'm just going to start by emptying this whole cupboard out. At the bottom I've got baskets in for everything, and then the top I've got like 2 big Lazy Susans that I use. Those work really well, but they've just got things just been rammed on them, so I'm going to get everything out, give everything a nice clean, sort through what I need, what I don't need, and then try and put them back in a better system.
Wanna leave a mark so that I can be sure that you remember what's been. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see so much farther. Beyond the horizon. Beyond the horizon. And let me tell you what I found. Leaving everything behind, knowing there is more in life that I want. Now I wanna embrace life, you and I side by side, knowing there is more in life that I want. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see was at the wrong place at the right time. 'Cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, bar with neon lights, talked about everything that was on our minds. Talking to you gave me butterflies. Then you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy,
Okay, so next up was the opposite corner cupboard, which again wasn't as bad, but is still in good need of an organise. So this cupboard has things like all my electric stuff, so slow cooker, soup maker, any mixers, things like that. And then in the top I have all like lunch boxes, water bottles, flasks, and then all tea, coffee, sugar, things like that. This was a cupboard that I knew I was determined to really minimise, because there's just so many things in here that I keep for the what if. I think I even had like another NutriBullet thing in there just in case the one that I had didn't work. When the one that I've got from Swan, the Stealth Blender, I love. Why do I need another one? I don't know. So yeah, I got everything out this cupboard, gave it a big clean, because as you can see it had got a bit disgusting in here, so it was nice for me to give it a big spring clean. And then I got everything out on the floor. There was just so much stuff, and then I started just going through every single item one by one and was really ruthless on this one.
We're never meant to last, but all the fun times we had, I'll never forget. We will always share a bond, no matter what, 'cause you have a piece of my heart. And I know that we're not perfect, but I'm gonna miss all that we had. Yeah, I know that we're not perfect, but I need this night for the last time. Stay, no
one more cupboard down, onwards to the next. So this one was fairly easy, to be fair, but again, I just wanted to get rid of everything that I didn't use and just try and minimize everything. So one thing that I wanted to get rid of, that I knew that I needed to, were mugs. And it breaks my heart because mugs are one of these things that I just love to have and I love to buy, but I don't need them. Me and Matt have got our mugs that Matt bought me lovely for Christmas, and then the boys have their like mugs that I cricketed for them, and so we don't need any more. So I decided to completely halve all the mugs. I also have a tea set that I have on show in this cupboard right at the top, so that also came down and went as well. Well, didn't go, it's still in another room, but I just thought instead of having it in the cupboard looking cluttered, I will pop it into the dining room in our Welsh dresser. It's there for now because I'm not sure I wanted to get rid of it, but it's out of the kitchen and out of sight, so at least it looks less cluttered in that cupboard now. Next cupboard, this one again is a fairly easy one because this one is pretty organised. This is where all like the Tupperwares go and the plastic bowls, I say Tupperware, it's all like my glass bowls, jugs, baking dishes, things like that. But in saying that, I did want to also declutter a bit out of here because I've bought a couple of more of the IKEA 365 storage for this cupboard, so I wanted to try and get rid of some things out of here. But again, fairly simple cupboard to go through. Just like to try and keep only what I need and nothing more. There was loads and loads of glass bowls which I didn't need, so I managed to reduce this a little bit. And also the oven dishes at the bottom, the cream ones, I thought there were too many and there was an odd number, so I just narrowed those down as well. I had been using those plastic meal prep containers. I've been using them for a while, but they're not working for me, so I've got some glass ones to replace those eventually, but I'll continue using them for a few more times. But the problem I find with plastic is that if you put anything in there that is remotely tomato sauce based, it stains them and you just cannot get them clean. So I will still keep them to use, but I predominantly use the glass dishes. The meal prep plastic ones are really good for Matt to take to work, but whenever I store leftovers in the fridge, it's the glass ones all the way. I have had some cheaper ones before from Poundland, I've had some from B&M, but what I will say is you cannot beat the IKEA 365 range. They are so much better. The fact that you get different types of lids, you can get like the clip-on lids, which are so much better than the wood. So I think if I was to recommend any, it would be the IKEA 365 range for these for sure. At this point, I'm feeling like it's never ending. So next is the cupboard under the sink. This is another one that has been neglected, and it's really annoying because I actually didn't do it long back, but it clearly obviously isn't working for me, because I always say that if you declutter a space or if you clean a space and then it gets messy like straight away or not long after, it's clearly the system not working for you. So what I decided to do in here was move things around a little bit. I am really trying to declutter my cleaning stuff and only have, again, what I really need. So like I'm trying to use these wipes up because I don't really use wipes that often anymore. So anything that I don't really use that often, I'm trying to get rid of and then not buy again. It's really difficult, I find, when it comes to cleaning products, because especially for someone like me, like a bit of a hoarder, I always think, what if I need something for that, or what if I need something for that? But no, I have now decided that I will use my Sephora spray for the kitchen and everywhere else, and then just keep the odd few bits. So I'm just giving my bin a good clean because this hasn't been done in such a long time underneath them and everything anyway. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to get it out and clean it. This bin is from IKEA. It's amazing. I love having it. It is something that I have to empty probably every other day, to be quite honest though, because it is only a tiny bin. But having the bigger bins outside, it doesn't really make much difference. I like to keep just a small bin in the kitchen, and then if it's anything bulky, I will just take straight outside to the black bin that we have outside, because it's only outside my front door anyway. So yeah, I gave this cupboard a big clean and also decluttered a few of the bits out of there. And yeah, that was fairly easy, to be fair, thank the Lord, because at this point I'm starting to get tired. Okay guys, so here's a cupboard I've been hiding from you, and If you have seen my kitchen video that I did, you will have seen that this cupboard is hiding behind here, and this was an amazing idea to keep some hidden storage away. And this is my party cupboard. It's like a Monica cupboard. There's so much crap in here. I put all my baking stuff, all my party stuff, banners, balloons, jelly molds, anything that I use for baking that I don't use that often is in this cupboard, basically because it's hard to get to. But I also do hoard stuff in here. So there's things like, I had about 16 champagne flutes, glass ones, that I bought when I had my 30th birthday party. That's the kind of thing that I will keep and think, oh well, if we have a party I might need all those champagne glasses, when in reality, you know, I haven't had a party in 5 years for adults. What is that? What is an adult party anymore? So they went. I decided to sort through loads more and then also see what I did have in here, because I find that because it's awkward to get to, I don't go through things very often. So I actually did probably get rid of half of the stuff in this cupboard, but I kept all the cookie cutters and things like that. I think they're fun to do with the boys, and just really minimalised this cupboard. Okay guys, onto my pantry. Another cupboard that probably not many of you have seen, but this is my pantry, is the cupboard under the stairs. And this is another one that, to be fair, it looks fairly neat, but you know, it's not. It's one of those cupboards, like everything has started to get pushed in front of my trolleys, so I couldn't get my trolleys out. The tins weren't in order anymore, which was driving me insane, and I'd bought a few more glass things to go in this cupboard, so everything was kind of pushed and bunched up. It just really needed emptying out. You can see what I mean on the floor there. So although it looks fairly neat, you can see all the jars and just things that had accumulated around the front of the trolley. So it was my aim in here to, again, go through all the food, get rid of anything that was out of date, and also get the whole cupboard out to clean behind. So these trolleys that are underneath the shelf, so Matt made this cupboard for me. He shelved it so that I could get all my tins in here. This is where all my canned good goes and jars and things like that. And then the two little trolleys that are underneath the shelf are actually from IKEA. I think they're amazing. I put all like my baking, like flour and sugar and everything in there, and also pasta, rice, things like that. And then behind them, this is quite a deep cupboard, so I use it for things that I very rarely use. So I've got things like the chocolate fountains that I use for the kids' birthday parties, popcorn makers that I use for the kids' birthday parties, bigger tubs of like protein powder that we keep, and what else is behind there? Oh, and my mixer. So those are things that I don't use very often, and so I wanted to get everything out and give it a good clean and sort through.
I say yeah. You know I want him nah. My heart is saying yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. Be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. I heard her say yeah. I wanna now. Yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can mix up my time. And I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I got you wrapped around my finger.
And that is all my cupboards done, but at this point I'd lost the will to live. I opened the junk drawer and I thought, oh, I'm going to have to do that, because all the other drawers were so neat and tidy that I thought I'm going to have to sort through this one. It had got crazy. Like, I didn't even know what was in there. I've got the tiniest little junk drawer, but I like to have it organised. I love to have this drawer in the kitchen. I think it's so useful to put things that don't really have a place. Like, I know it's not really minimalist, I suppose, to have a drawer like this, but where do you put things like a tape measure in case you need one, or the kids, I've got like the little ink stamp where they have the names put in their clothes, safety pins, elastic bands, electrical tape, a couple of spare screwdrivers, lighters, you know, those kind of things. Where do they go if you don't have a junk drawer? So I feel that you need a junk drawer. However, a pack of toothpicks had exploded in mine, which was not only lethal but took me ages to like pick them all up and sort it out. But this was actually a really lovely transformation. This was one that was really aesthetically pleasing and lovely to look at the end. So yes, I was pleased that I did this. This was the last kind of task to do, because, well, other than the cleaning side of things, but regards to minimalising and organising, this was the last drawer that needed to be done. So I was on the home stretch now. Okay, just a few more bits of cleaning, and the one thing that I really needed to do before I take off the pink stuff from the oven was the sink. I needed to tackle this. So I have a ceramic sink in my kitchen. It is my pride and joy. I love it so much, but you do get these like scratches on the bottom, but don't you worry, your best friend is a barkeeper's friend. I get this from Home Bargains. It's about, I want to say it's between £1.50 and £2, not very expensive at all. And then you just get a cloth and rub it in. Because it's like a powder, like granules, you need to like mix it with a little bit of water, which is just in the sink here. As you saw, I swirled it out, and so the remnants of the water mixed with the granules makes this kind of grainy paste, and it really takes out all those scratches. It works wonders. Genuinely, your kitchen sink will be back to brand new. The one thing I love about this stuff as well is that you can always also use it on your stainless steel bits, so you can use it on your plugs, and it also brings those up lovely as well. So yeah, if you're looking to revitalise your ceramic sinks, then definitely look into getting some Barkeeper's Friend. I promise you it is definitely worth it. Okay, so lastly, let's look at how this oven is doing. This is the last job on my list. I have nothing left. I have to obviously wipe the sides down and give the whole kitchen a vacuum and mop, but I'm just getting this off. Now I'm just using some kitchen roll just to get the excess of it off, but as you will see, as I am just taking this off with a wipe and kitchen roll, it is pretty much all off. Like, you cannot beat a bit of the pink stuff. I don't care what anyone says. I think it's just so quick and easy, as long as the stains aren't too ingrained. Like when I did it last time, I definitely needed the steam cleaner to get some of the really thick grease off, but having just that little bit of surface grease, which wasn't too bad, literally this has been on a few hours while I've been cleaning the kitchen, and now I'm just wiping it off, and look at the gleaming door underneath. Just so quick and easy, and a lot less harsh than using like the oven pride ones that freak me out, to be honest, because they're hacidin, which scares the living bejesus out of me. So yeah, bit of pink stuff, bish bash bosh, oven's clean.
I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now.
And now we light a candle in celebration of me finishing this kitchen. It's took me forever, but doesn't it look so clean, so tidy, so beautiful? And even though no one else knows how clean and organised my cupboards are, I know. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and until next time guys, take care. Bye.
You set my world on fire. You said